Hi everyone, I'm Hales and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you what I've been making over the last few weeks, specifically for work and trying to work on a capsule wardrobe, but also I have a couple of casual items as well, so I will launch straight in. The first one is a casual look. I used a cotton jersey which I got from Minerva Crafts because the pattern said it wanted a lot of drape. So the pattern I used is by Jalie Patterns, which is a Canadian company which I hadn't heard of before, which I don't know, they may have been going around ages, but I haven't. They're not a common thing in the UK for people to make their patterns, not that I'm aware of anyway. So it's the Bobbie pattern that I used, and it's just a jersey t-shirt top, quite drapey, but it has a facing on the inside, obviously because that's where the facings go. So the facing is more fitted around your bust area, and that stops, or supposed to stop, the fabric from gaping open, having a loose fitting top if you were to bend down, which it does work quite well. The only issue I have is that the outer fabric is quite loose and quite big, and the pattern instructions don't tell you what the finished garment sizes are, because I emailed the company because I want to know what size to make, because also you can make children's t-shirts from the same pattern, so it's like a complete multi-size, so you have to trace off your pattern piece. Then it said that they didn't state the finished garment measurements in case people then pick the wrong size and pick one which is too small. Bit bizarre, but anyway, so I picked a size, but I did have to grade down a bit because it was just really loose and really baggy. I'm not convinced that it's the shape on me. I think the top bit is fine, but around the middle here I like a bit of cinching in at the waist, otherwise I think it makes me look bigger than perhaps what I am. The hem at the bottom, I turned up once and zagged that all the way around, and then it was like just all came undone. So I folded it up twice to create more bulk and then zigzagged it, and that seemed to do the trick. It was just too thin to hold it. That's when people benefit from a cover stitch machine, but I can't justify that kind of money for the amount of t-shirts and things I say. So anyway, that was that, and the fabric, I'll list in the description box below, I'll list all the patterns and fabrics and try and put links where I can so you can see what it is. The next casual top is I've just remembered that I have made something else and I haven't filmed it, so I might just hold it up. The next one I made was a Sewaholic Renfrew t-shirt pattern, which I've made loads of in the past, but I've avoided the V-neck because of the V at, the bit at the bottom. I did it once ages ago when I first got the pattern, and I found it was really tricky and it bunched, and then it had all sorts of nightmare with cutting into the point and then it cut too far. Anyway, so I thought I'd give it a go because I do like V-necks, and the last time I did the round neck, the neckband stretched out, so I thought, right, I'll try the V-neck. I had so many problems with it though, trying to figure out how to do it and then anchor and then up, and it was loads of bunching, then it was not, and then by this stage the neckband was all sticking out, so it all stretched out, so I unpicked the whole neckband, and luckily I had enough fabric over. I cut a fresh neckband and then went slowly and then managed to get that in, and it's still not perfect. It's still like a few little cup stitches which is like bagged together, but I can't do anything about that. And I think with the pattern fabric it's okay, but if it was a plain t-shirt then it would be like, no way Jose. The next top I made is the Lark Tee by Grainline Patterns, and I haven't perfected the fit on this. The neckband is a nightmare. Whenever I've tried it, it's just so narrow. So by the time you put it on, and then there's a bit of the fabric was curling up and then fraying, so it's kind of like almost like a cardigan sort of fabric. It's quite, a knitted one. But it was just, I had no neckband there at the bottom, and I had more in some places than others, and then I think that I had to really stretch it, and I think that probably stretched out of shape. And then it's a bit strange sitting on the shoulders. It seems very upright, so I think I just haven't got the fit right on that. I mean, that one, it's a really long t-shirt, it's really huge, and I think Grainline Patterns, their patterns are quite boxy. I completely forgot that I've made a skirt. So this is the Lark Tee that I was telling you about, which has the dodgy neckline, which is all stretched out, but I also made a skirt. It's a bit strange looking, and I don't know if I wouldn't wear it with this top. So that's my disclaimer, but I just put it on for shooting, and then I just put the skirt on, but I can't seem to photograph it very well because of the stripe in it. I think it's making the camera go a bit funny, and I think I need to really work out what I'm going to wear it with. I did just think a loose white tee tucked in, and again this is for work, so I've done it as a midi length. It's a new look pattern, again I'll put all the details in the description. So it's a new look pattern, I cut it in midi length. I'm not sure about the hem, whether it's too deep, whether it looks a bit bulky because it's done with a heavy crepe. You can't iron a crease in it, it doesn't hold a crease. So whether it needs a smaller hem or whether it's just me being nitpicking and it's absolutely fine, I'm not sure. I haven't worn it out yet, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I thought I would just pop it in here and insert it into the video because I forgot to even mention it because I forgot I'd made it. Right, the next two things that I'm going to show you is my new favourite pattern. It's the Bettine dress by Tilly and the Buttons. And I've made one in this, which is the crepe, so it's polyester crepe. So it's more one for when the weather starts cooling off, because obviously it's not natural fibres. And the other one is in a stretch fabric, in a jersey fabric. But I'll show you this one first. So I made this version first. So it's with the pocket. I stitched the skirt on back to front. So the pockets are at the back with the bodice at the front, and put all the elastic in because there's elastic casing to the whole thing. And then I was like, this is the wrong way around, so I had to like unpick it and then sort of cut things off and then start again. So that may have taken some fabric out, actually, I just remembered that. So I also, the casing says to fold like your seam allowance down, and then you have the casing where the elastic goes and then stitch it down. But I found a lot of people have said it's quite poofy above the casing and you end up with this big sort of like blousey silhouette. So I actually kept the allowance up. Instead of folding it down, I kept it up so it was higher and then just stitched it upright. So it made the waistband go up and I didn't have so much blouse, whatever you call it, flouncing around, I don't know, so much like all bulging out before the casing. So that might have made it a bit shorter as well. So the other version I made is in a stretched jersey, and it says on Tilly's website just to not do the facing if you're doing a jersey fabric, but to just cut a neckband, and she works out all the measurements for you, and it's super easy just to put a stretched neckband in and to leave off the pockets. So I did that, and it's so comfy, and I've worn it about 3 times already in about a week and a half to work, so I've got to be careful I don't wear it too many times. And it really needs some kind of statement necklace. So you can follow me on Instagram as Hales More Sewing for all in between shots, and I'm participating in the Sew Photo Hop challenge by House of Pinero. I don't know if I've said that name wrong, so I'm sorry if I've said it wrong, but I'll pop the details of that as well if you want to follow me. I haven't done it every single day because some days I'm like, I don't really have anything to post. But if you want to check out my ugliest make, which is what I've posted as the day of filming this, it's the 15th, it's day 15, on 15th September on my Instagram, then you might want to check it out before I delete it off my grid because it is quite hideous. Okay, until next time, I will see you then.